Alrighty, friendos, welcome in. Well, as you can see from the title, in my player card, I have finally reached Prestige 20. And here's actually the game that I had to get to Prestige 20. Okay, was that enough XP though? Oh no! Yeah, we need like... we just need to get a couple, we just need to get like one objective done. Maybe like 2 objectives done. Okay. Hold on. Nothing obvious so far. Oh, get off me. Christy. Probably. Oh, maybe okay. But I could have also still been blinded. Dude, yeah, actually, I think it would be funny to have a Goryo for a Prestige 20 game. Let's do a Goryo and see. Let's see. Come on. Even if we get it wrong, we'll still get it here. No way! Goryo for our Prestige 20 game? No, it was Destiny. Are you all ready? Are you ready? I don't think you're ready. Okay, I'm ready. Let's do it. Oh, look at it. Highest rank available. Wait. Was there just a special audio cue for that I missed? He said the highest rank available. Oh, that's so cool. So I thought about, for today's video, I'll go and talk about the process, my thoughts on the whole prestige system, what you get from prestiging. I'm going to show all the badges. That way, in case you yourself are thinking about prestiging all the way to Prestige 20, what to expect, and all of that. The way prestiging works is that whenever you get to level 100, so when this hits 100, you'll get the option to prestige. So you just go back to the lobby like this, and when you go here, there'll be like a prestige button. So when you prestige, you will lose all of your money, so your money will go back to 0, and you will lose all of your equipment, so you have to unlock it again. But what you get from prestiging are all these badges, and an extra loadout slot. So now I'll go and show all the prestige badges. That way, if you're interested in prestiging, you know what the badges look like and what you could be working towards. So we're gonna go from Prestige 1 badge all the way to Prestige 20 badge. Now, personally, out of all the badges, my favorites are probably 15, 8, and then 19. I'm not sure which one I actually want to rock, because you can, after you unlock all the badges, even when you hit Prestige 20, you can pick like whatever badge you want to use. So I'm not sure yet. Maybe we'll just rock Prestige 18 for now. So, is it actually worth it to Prestige? I'm not sure. I mean, for me, just unlocking all the badges was enough for me. Like, that was exciting, and I love like having a reason to grind a game. Which, you know, before the Ascension update, you just kind of got levels infinitely, and so there wasn't really an incentive. So now there's like some sort of an incentive. But I think if you just play this game casually, you know, play a couple hours here and there, I'm not really 100% sure if it's worth prestiging, because you do lose all your equipment. Like, you go back to tier 1, you just start out with starter equipment, and through the process of prestiging, like every time I had to restart at prestige, or should I say level 1, it was so frustrating dealing with tier 1 equipment. Like, it's just, the tier 1 equipment is just not fun to use. So I'd say if you just play this game casually, there's really no point in prestiging because you're gonna go back to tier 1 equipment and nobody wants to do that. I'd say there's nothing wrong with getting to level 90 plus. Level 90, you'll have all the tier 3 equipment unlocked and just playing the game. Now, if you want all the badges, more power to you, go for it. Like I said, I wanted them all. So that's why I went to Prestige 20. And I do anticipate that they're going to unlock more rewards for prestiging. Obviously, I'm not sure when that's going to happen, what the rewards will be, but I think they'll eventually give us more someday. Like, what I want to see whenever we prestige is, like, some kind of, like, unlock token that we can use to, like, unlock equipment, maybe unlock a certain tier. That way, when we do prestige, we're not starting from 0. We at least have, like, one good piece of equipment to help us out. Even, like, cosmetics, because I know they're eventually wanting to add cosmetics to the game. I think that would be pretty cool. Also, I do want to mention that once you get to Prestige 11 and above, the player badge on your arm will actually start glowing. It doesn't, like, animate on your shoulder, but it will start glowing. Now, I've made several videos in the past on, like, how I leveled up so quickly. It has to do with the Camp Woodwind strat. It's like a 12.97 times multiplier. The general premise is you go inside, you try to figure out the ghost in one hunt, and then leave. Kind of like the 10.12 multiplier that you could use on Tanglewood or Willow Street. But this one gives you quite a bit more cash, and it's actually a lot faster than the Tanglewood or Willow Street strat. So if you're wanting to prestige, or at least level up quickly, doing it on like Nightmare or Professional will take forever. I mean, it's doable, but you do not get hardly any rewards. Now, if that's the only difficulty you're comfortable playing with, no problem, like, no worries. But it will take quite a bit of time. I think CJ actually talked about how long it would take to prestige on, is it Professional? I'm just gonna throw the number out that's in my head. I think it was like something like 60 hours on Professional or Nightmare. You guys can correct me in the comments below, but it takes a ridiculously long time to prestige at those difficulties. Now, like I said, I have made a lot of videos in the past. Well, I made 2 videos in the past about how I leveled up. I eventually want to make a better guide on how I like identify all of these ghosts on the Camp Woodwind farming strat. It's just gonna take me a little while to get like good footage of each of the ghost abilities. And as far as my plans now for Phasmo, now that I've hit like the, well, not the max level, so the max level is Prestige 20, level 999. I'm not gonna grind to that. I'm just gonna let that happen naturally. But my plans now, I'll probably play, my favorite difficulty is this 9.02. It's basically like 0 sanity, 0 evidence. That's my favorite way to play. However, right now I have a mixture of like tier 1 and tier 2 equipment, so I would like to eventually get at least tier 2, maybe tier 3 equipment to use. I'll probably play that, maybe some other challenges. I actually really enjoy playing Nightmare as well. So I'm just gonna play Phasmo for fun now. Kind of the way that I played it before the Ascension update. And as far as like what equipment to lock, now that I've like prestiged a bunch of times and gone through the unlocking process, I will be honest, I haven't used much of the evidence pieces like that much because I normally play with no evidence. So a lot of times I would prestige and like not even upgrade any of this stuff. I definitely would say dots to at least tier 2. Tier 3 is a little obnoxious. You'll be just fine with tier 2. EMF all the way to tier 3 is good. Same with this book, spirit box. Now thermo is kind of up to you. Tier 1 works fine. I mean, it's a lot slower, but once you find the ghost room, you just kind of throw the thermo into the room, forget about it for like a minute or so, and then come back and check it. It's actually kind of nice because like the tier 2 and tier 3 thermo, you actually have to sit there and hold it to check it, but with the tier 1 thermo, you just throw it in there, it does its thing, and then you check it. UV, I like the glow stick. Like, I don't think there's anything wrong with the glow stick. The tier 2 and tier 3 UV flashlight allows the fingerprint to stay for a little bit longer, or allows the footsteps to stay for a little bit longer, so you can, it's a little bit easier to get a picture, but I like the glow stick just for the light. Like, a lot of times I go inside the house with just a glow stick, no flashlight, and like some other evidence equipment, and I have a great time. Video camera, definitely tier 3. The tier 3 video camera is very nice. Crucifix, tier 3 is great. Candle, I'd say the lantern, the tier 3 lantern is almost necessary because it never goes out. The tier 1 and tier 2 candle will eventually burn out and no longer be useful. When I play on 0 evidence, like right now I've been playing with tier 1 candles, it's just a nightmare because they only last for 3 minutes, and then once they're gone, they're gone. So if I'm trying to do like an Onryo test, and after 3 minutes I don't get any information, it's just kind of, I can never figure it out. So definitely get the firelight all the way up to tier 3. The lantern is actually really nice. Flashlight, tier 3 is great. What are these even called? Headgear. Tier 3 headgear is great. You get like the night vision goggles, kind of nice if you're in a house and you don't feel like turning on the breaker, just, you know, or turning on a bunch of lights, you have the night vision goggles. Just remember to turn them off when the ghost hunts. Sometimes it can be easy to forget that because the ghost will be attracted to any of tier headgear if it is turned on. Yeah, actually, the tier 2 headgear, I forgot to turn on way too much, so it ends up getting me killed. So I actually prefer the tier 3 for that reason. The tier 3 lighter is actually probably my favorite item for the mere like aesthetic reasons. I think it's just such a cool looking item. Although like its purpose between like its usefulness from tier 2 to tier 3 isn't like that crazy. I guess the fact that it's waterproof is nice, but I think it looks so clean. I love the tier 3 lighter. I always get so excited when I hit level 57 and I can unlock it. Now smudge sticks, when I play on like 0 evidence, I honestly just use tier 1 because the tier 2 and tier 3 mess up the ghost speed so much that it kind of messes up the test I do to figure out the ghost speed. So I honestly just stay with the tier 1 smudge stick. Now maybe if I play like Nightmare, I might bump it up to like tier 3, but I honestly hardly even unlock this. I just rock the tier 1 smudge stick. I mean, you do lose out a little bit on the blindness duration because the blindness duration on tier 3 is 7 seconds, but it's not really that noticeable. Once you get used to the tier 1, it's nice, but nothing wrong with going all the way to tier 3. I'm just cozy with tier 1. Definitely, I like the tier 3 motion sensor for the mere fact that only the ghost can activate this motion sensor. So if you're ever sitting there being like, wait, did I just activate that? Or was that the ghost? You don't have to worry about that with tier 3. The tier 3, only the ghost activates it. Although I have had some weird bugs where like an air ball goes by the tier 3 motion sensor and then it just like goes wonky for like 2 or 3 minutes. It just beep, 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 beep. I don't know why. It's probably a bug and I'm sure they'll fix it. But still, tier 3 motion sensor is where it's at. Parabolic mic, tier 3 all the way. Photo camera, tier 3 all the way. I can actually upgrade this to tier 2. Let's go. Yeah, definitely tier 3 photo cam. Salt. Again, if I'm playing on 0 evidence, I'd much prefer the tier 2 salt because the tier 3 salt kind of messes with the speed. But if I'm playing on like Nightmare or Professional, I don't think there's anything wrong because the tier 3 salt also like gets the ghost scope like stay in its ghost room, which can be helpful. The mere fact that it like slows down the ghost while it's hunting sometimes messes with my brain as far as figuring out the ghost speed. So tier 2 salt, I kind of normally stick with that. Even like sometimes when I was grinding levels, I would just use the tier 1 salt because that's all I needed to like put down to see if the ghost would walk through it and see if it was a wraith or not. But tier 2, tier 3 are fantastic. Sanity pills, definitely tier 3, although I think I've used sanity pills like 4 or 5 times since the update dropped because I normally play with 0 sanity, so I haven't had much experience with them, but like obviously the tier 3 kicks in much faster. It gives you like the infinite stamina for like 10 seconds, so tier 3 sanity medication, definitely where it's at. Sound sensor, I haven't messed much with the sound sensors, but I'd say tier 3 is probably best. And tripod, I haven't messed much with the tripods, but tier 3 has all the good stuff, so I'd say nothing wrong with going all the way to tier 3 on the tripod. So is it worth grinding all the way to prestige 20? I'll leave it up to you. I think it's really down to like how often you can play the game, how often you want to be prestiging and losing all your equipment. And if you just prefer playing with tier 3 equipment, I don't think there's any need to prestige. Just enjoy your tier 3 stuff, have fun. Basically play the game the way that is most fun for you. And I think that's fantastic. Well, that's all I got for you guys in this video. I hope you did enjoy. If you did, make sure to drop the video a like. If you love it, drop me a sub. Good luck ghost hunting, and I will see you in the next one.